Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I think it would be fun to look over what I spent last month in October. So I actually haven't been doing a full budget until this month. As you saw with my first video, I did my first EveryDollar budget. So what I did was I actually went back and I looked at all my transactions and put it in now for what I spent. So I think it would be fun to review. So as you can see, even at the top right here, it says that I have $564.93 over budget. And with that, I want to preface that I never go into the negatives with my money. I keep a healthy balance in my checking account. And I always have a monthly rollover, at least of some kind typically. This month in particular was a heavy expense month for me, but I want to preface that I'm never overdrafting my account or anything like that. So if we start with the income, I received my standard 2 paychecks. I am salaried, so sometimes they might vary just by a cent or two. So I did get my $19.31, that's typical. And then for per diem, I usually budget about $200 and I made $215.84. So my planned income for the month, or I guess my received income for the month, was $4,078. So now let's go into what I spent. So I actually was able to delegate about $1,000 to my high yield savings account. So that's good. And then housing. This is pretty much where all of my expenses go. So the biggest one is the mortgage itself. It's $1,796.72. And then I also have the property tax that's taken out with it, and that's $382.87. I think what I forgot to mention on my last video is that I am part of an HOA, and that fee is $468.15. So they are in charge of every part of the exterior of the house, also with snow removal, landscaping, roof, everything like that. It's quite a hefty price, but it actually went down since I moved. When I first moved, it was $524, and now they got that to $468. So I guess we're moving in the right direction with that. I am right now paying a little bit more to my mortgage principal just to shave off some of that interest, and I'm paying $30.41, and that makes it a nice whole number when you combine it with the mortgage and with the property tax. And like I said in my net worth video, which was my last one, so feel free to go check that out, I'm probably gonna stop with the mortgage principal only payments next year so I can prioritize investing. Other bills that I had was electricity. I usually budget about $45 for that, and that ended up being $40.50. So at least we were under budget for that. And then internet, that's always $40.94. Well, at least that's what it'll be for the first year that I'm living here. I think it's gonna go up by like $10 or $20 next year, so might have to shop around. Now with natural gas, I am part of a gas company, but they're kind of finicky with when they send the bill. I haven't received anything since July, and I have been using my heat probably since September, so I'm expecting some kind of bill eventually. And with water, I get that quarterly, so I'm expecting one end of November that I'll probably pay in December. So nothing for this month. And I think that covers all of the possible housing expenses, as if those weren't enough. Then we move on to transportation. And for gas, I spent $125.23, so not bad there at all. I usually budget about $150 towards gas, so pretty good month. And car insurance, that's where one of the big ones came in. So I pay a 6-month premium. So it was up in October, and I owed $555 for that. It actually went up about $40 or $50 for my last one. So I decided to stay with my car insurance. I'm with Progressive right now. And if it goes up next time when I have it in April, I'm probably going to shop around and see if I can get a better price. So that's all my transportation type of costs. Also foreshadowing that November was quite a heavy expense month for me too, car-wise, which we'll get into in the next video. I'm planning to do a video of a mid-month budget check-in, so you'll be able to see how much I've spent thus far, and it's a good amount. And then personal spending. So this includes everything from miscellaneous, some groceries, everything that I spend that is not to do with housing, with gas for my car, all goes into personal spending. I would like to keep that under 100, but we doubled that this month. We went 203.16. So hopefully we'll get that down. I would say at least to 150 if I'm being honest and realistic. So that pretty much brings me back to my over budget of $564.93. November is not looking too hot either, since I had quite an expensive car expense month. So we will see where we end up with that. But I've made some changes with how I'm budgeting, where I leave what I'm putting towards savings at the end, so everything that I have left over can then go to savings. So thank you so much for watching this video. If you have any questions, video requests, anything like that, comments, feel free to leave those down below. It's fun to get into this now so I can be more accountable and probably try not to be over budget next time. Again, thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.